Talk to you at 10.
Why is nature always called Mother Nature? Perhaps it's because, like any mother, she quietly manages so much of our living without our ever realizing there's a woman at work. Why, right from the beginning, we breathe and sleep and wake up with no more conscious planning than we used in sprouting teeth. Mother Nature controls many of our routine bodily processes through automatic control centers called glands. The story of menstruation really begins with one particular gland. It's located here at the base of the brain, and it's called the pituitary gland. In our childhood years, this pituitary gland concentrates on producing growth hormones, busy little messengers which circulate through the bloodstream. They order the various bones and tissues to get growing. And as a girl grows up from blocks to dolls to books, that means her body is obeying the orders issued by the pituitary gland. Of course, these orders vary among different girls. Some girls grow short, some tall, some heavy, and some slight. But there comes a time somewhere between the ages of 11 and 17, though about 13 is average, when the pituitary must turn part of its attention to maturing the body which it has grown. So it starts sending out a new type of hormone, a maturing hormone. And that is when menstruation begins, when these maturing hormones start coming down through the bloodstream to the ovaries. The ovaries themselves are glands about the size of almonds, and locked within each ovary are thousands of eggs. Although these eggs are too small to be seen by the human eye, any one of them has the possibility of someday becoming a human being. Near the ovaries are the fallopian tubes, short canals which lead to the uterus or womb. This hollow pear-shaped organ opens into the vagina, which is part of the birth canal and is the external opening for this whole group of organs. So, as you see, there is a continuous passage from each ovary through the fallopian tubes, uterus, and vagina to the outside of the body. These organs function in a continuous cycle. The pituitary gland starts the process when it sends its maturing hormones down through the bloodstream to the ovaries. Now one of the ovaries passes on an order of its own to the uterus. It tells the cells which make up the lining of the uterus to multiply and fill themselves with watery fluids and blood. This begins to build up a thickened lining of somewhat velvety material. At the same time, an ovary has been maturing an ovum or egg, which is magnified here so that we can see it. About once a month, one of these tiny eggs passes out of the ovary and finds its way into a fallopian tube, where it moves along toward the uterus. If the egg is impregnated, which happens when a woman is going to have a child, the egg will stay within the uterus. Then the thickened lining will provide nourishment for the budding human being through the early days of its development. However, most eggs pass through the fallopian tubes without being fertilized. When this happens, there's no use for that potential nourishment in the built-up lining of the uterus. And so, in a few days, it passes from the body. This is the flow which we call menstruation. So, as we see now, menstruation is just one routine step in a normal and natural cycle that is going on continuously within the body. The time between periods is usually about 28 days. However, it may be shorter for some girls, longer for others. The flow itself may last anywhere from 3 days to 7. Yet each of these different schedules may be normal. For just as the pituitary gland orders some girls to grow short, some tall, some heavy, and some slight, so its orders about menstruation may differ widely among normal women. The important thing is that you should be fairly regular within yourself. Of course, a girl may be irregular during the first year or so, but after that, when her system is settled down into a routine, her period should always be about the same number of days apart and last about the same length of time. Try not to throw yourself off schedule by getting overtired, emotionally upset, or catching cold. And if your timing goes seriously wrong, or you're bothered with severe cramps or headaches, you should have a talk with your doctor. Of course, you'll want to keep a personal calendar. Mark the first day of each period and check to see that there are about the same number of days between periods. It's not only a useful record of past performance, but it comes in handy when you have to plan ahead. This calendar appears in an interesting booklet called Very Personally Yours. This booklet has been prepared to enlarge upon what you learn from this brief film. Among other things, the booklet explodes that old taboo against bathing during your period. Not only can you bathe, you should bathe, because during menstruation, your perspiration glands are working overtime. Just be careful to avoid either very hot water or very cold water. In fact, it's not a good idea at any time to shock your system with extremes, any more than to let yourself get chilled or to catch cold. And as for the old taboo against exercise, that's nonsense. Exercise is good for you during menstruation. Just use common sense. When you come to think of it, most of your daily routine is on the mild side. It's going to extremes that's wrong and to be avoided. To most girls, the menstrual period should bring no severe discomfort. Some girls have a little less pep, a feeling of pressure in the lower part of the body, perhaps an occasional twinge or a touch of nerves. But don't let it get you down. After all, no matter how you feel, you have to live with people. You have to live with yourself, too. And once you stop feeling sorry for yourself and take those days in your stride, you'll find it's easier to keep smiling and even-tempered. You can do practically everything you normally do. Oh, come now. We said practically everything, provided you take common sense care of yourself. Exercises to relieve cramps are illustrated in the booklet. Try them. With the guidance of a qualified person, you may find they help. And do something about that slouch. Slumpy posture is just as bad inside as it looks outside. So stand up straight and let the organs function from the position that nature intended. One way to help them function normally is to avoid constipation. You see, your reproductive organs lie between the rectum and the bladder and their external openings, and constipation will disturb the relationship between these organs. So you'll find it worth your while to drink plenty of water, eat plenty of fruit, and to include cereals and eggs and leafy vegetables in your daily diet. And incidentally, it's smart to keep looking smart. That well-groomed feeling will give you new poise and lift your morale, especially when it's backed up with year-round fresh air and sunshine and plenty of rest and sleep. Because the best possible insurance against trouble on those days is healthy living every day. And that's the story. There's nothing strange nor mysterious about menstruation. All life is built on cycles, and the menstrual cycle is one normal and natural part of nature's eternal plan for passing on the gift of life.
All right. Thank you, Disney, for that informative educational film. We have a new visitor here. It says, I love your reviews, by the way. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. And Robert, yes, I am streaming. I'm streaming on my personal YouTube channel, on the ThinkBolt channel on YouTube right now, because we're unable to live stream on the 50th Street YouTube channel. But I'll switch back to the 50th Street YouTube channel as soon as I can, which should be in 2 weeks. We were blocked from live streaming because of copyright problems. But Ivory's here. She says, howdy, this bad Saturday morning. Howdy, Ivory. How did you find my channel, to our new visitor? I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, but welcome. And how did you, let me know how you found this channel. And give us a follow on our Twitch channel, the 50th Street Studio Twitch channel. The link comes up in the chat every now and again. D-Words Sci-Fi is here, says hello, hope you're well, hope you are too. We're going to watch Speed Racer this morning. Let me bring in my co-host. This is Mike, aka Mr. Fox Guy.
Bad Saturday morning, everybody.
Yeah, bad Saturday morning, Mike. Bad Saturday morning to you too. It's gonna be half and half today. We all love Speed Racer. Part of the reason we love it is because it is so gloriously bad. But we're going to watch 3 episodes. We're going to watch our regular continuing series as well. Before we do that, I want to welcome everybody. We've got 7 people watching in the chat. I want to talk, like I usually do, I want to mention briefly that 50th Street Studio is a nonprofit. And we do survive on donations from our viewers and our visitors. Last week, we got a generous $50 donation from Bill in Florida. It was one of our regulars who usually can't make it in the mornings, but he usually contributes. So thank you, Bill, for that offline contribution. Ivory says she'll be donating for February. Good. Thank you. Anyway, these are the basics that we raise money for. Internet, software, and the rent at the fabulous 50th Street Studios here, with all the memorabilia. Our new visitor says, I found your channel while looking for reviews about sci-fi novels, which is quite rare. Yeah, you're right. And you are my go-to channel when I'm about to buy some new software. Well, fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you for coming. The PayPal donation address is on screen below my face here. And a link you can click on comes up in the Twitch chat every 5 minutes or so. There it is right now. In fact, I'm going to post it. I'm going to post it to the YouTube chat so that people can see it. There it is. People on YouTube should see those links in the chat. We do have a merchandise store where you can get t-shirts and coffee mugs. So please give that a look. And when you donate with the through the link in the chat, those of you who have not been here before, your donation will come up on screen, and everyone will get to thank you. So, and you can see a list of previous donations from last week down in the corner here. Everyone who's not said hello yet, please say hello. We always want to hear from everyone who's here. But let's get started with our favorite weekly cartoons.
Our soaps.
Yeah, our soaps.
The soaps that make us feel dirty.
Right. Let's see what awfulness Chargeman Ken is going to subject us to this week.
I'm
This
hoping
is-
the series finale is all of the charges finally being brought up against him. The grand jury finally indicts him after 20 years of ruthless
Yeah.
murder. Like Gort will show up, you know,
Yeah. Right.
just collecting the evidence.
Go, go, Ken. Go, go, Ken. This is the 24th episode of Charge Man Ken.
Wow.
We've seen 24 of these.
Well, 24 charges sounds like an awful, big rap sheet
Yeah.
for him. So yeah,
I think
make it
there's
happen.
I think there's something like 70, 75 episodes.
Yikes.
Yeah, yikes.
Put him away for life.
An invitation to the Robot Club.
Well, everybody gets
Who called
those.
my name? An invitation to the Robot Club. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. A beautiful stranger. This can't be good.
Whoa. Invasion of the Bee Girls.
Oh, she's a robot. An invitation to the robot party. Is this going to be like a Vanilla Sky kind of thing?
Oh no.
Yeah. Robot club, you said. Yeah. It's a leisure spot where robots gather to play chess. Yes. Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
Like one night in Bangkok or something?
Yeah. Okay, so they've yes, we detect evil. So they've tried to get to Ken through his sister a couple of times, and now they're going after the robot.
It's not a robot. It's like Cartman when he was Awesome-O. There's a little kid there.
That's strange,
Matt.
she says. Okay.
2001, what?
Hello, Carol.
Stephen King's house.
Maybe the chess and the dancing have already started, he says.
Evil is the dancing.
Right, we don't want to miss any chess.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Robert, $10, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Whoa! Whoa, what's going on? What happened? Thanks to that idiot robot, you fall into our trap. Oh, it was just a
When he runs on Windows Millennium.
It was just a Burmese tiger trap
Wow.
with stairs. That's not how you're supposed to build a trap.
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh, zombies.
that's balding zombies. Whoa.
Ugh. Ugh.
Dark.
Ugh.
Maybe transform? I don't know.
Yeah, where's Ken's famous? There he goes.
Oh.
Thank you, Robert, for the
You worked
$10.
for it.
Yeah, our goal every weekend is $100, so that gets us 10%. 10% there. Oh my God!
Whoa,
Ooh!
dang.
Ugh!
First one he
Ugh.
shot was the lady from room 237.
Yeah.
or-
Oh, of course
Yeah.
they're aliens. They're
yeah.
his famous gun that has no sound effects.
If you run into the fire, you gotta expect to die. They're acting surprised. Bye-bye. One shot. Oh, finally.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, my cat did that to me once. Swatted the gun right out of my hand.
Oh, what's he doing here? What? He's never done that before.
No.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, at least they clean up easy.
I guess. Oh, they're outside already.
お兄ちゃん。マリカン、変なロボットには気をつけろよ。
あまりべっぴんさんだったので注意。
まあ、バリカンったら。さあ、帰ろう。
No emotional scarring whatsoever. It's all deep down inside. Huh.
Yeah. Welcome, Shenlong. It's good to see you. Robert Pliskin, the name of this cartoon is Chargeman Ken. So 1975, I think, Japanese cartoon. Thank you for the kind support.
There we go.
Hercules, hero of song and story. Hercules, winner of ancient glory.
I just destroy the sun here.
Fighting with his might, with the strength of 10 ordinary men. Hercules, people are safe when near him. Hercules, only the evil fear him. Softness in his eyes, iron in his thighs, virtue in his heart, fire in every part of the mighty Hercules.
What a great theme.
Greatest theme song ever. But yeah, Ivory, the Japanese have very different ideas about what's appropriate for children, and particularly when it comes to violence.
Suddenly, a fantastic event takes place.
Fantastic,
Only a
no.
short time
Unfortunate,
later, in
yes.
the courtyard of Caledon Castle, the amazing scene is repeated.
What, they all have flubber? What?
What
Yeah.
grim mystery lies behind these strange occurrences? To learn the
The
answer,
shadow knows.
the mighty Hercules.
He just appears out of nowhere.
Hi, everybody.
Newton,
That's me.
Oh God.
He did it
Kim,
first.
Kim.
Daedalus,
Yeah, Daedalus. It's always Daedalus.
I, Hercules, with the rod of Bellerophon. I
Oh
can
God.
make any object as weightless as a feather.
What? Okay,
not
the
a
only
really-
the only demonstration he could think of was his
And no
shoe.
one can stop me, not even the mighty Hercules.
we'll
Dude,
see
you
about
levitated
that,
the
wizard.
shoe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a Spider-Man moment. Everyone's pointing
Come
at it.
ahead.
Yeah.
Come right ahead.
What the hell?
Great Zeus!
He's playing keep away with Hercules. That's a bad idea.
Look what happened. Look what happened.
Whoa.
Look what happened. I can feel
Yeah.
it happening.
Better get used
I kind of like that effect.
You will be up there for a long, long
They're rotating the background as well.
That isn't all. Here is another little surprise for you, Hercules.
Uh-oh. Let's levitate a
Where'd that come
warthog
from?
up there with you.
Go get him, my little pet.
Go get him.
A wild boar.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. Put on your ring. Put on your ring.
Newton's about as effective as the paperclip from Office. I see you're levitating. Maybe you should put on your ring.
Yeah. Punch. Oh, wow.
Oh,
Straight up punch in the nose. Okay, okay.
Bad, Hercules.
trophy
Not
unlocked.
bad at all.
Punch
Yeah.
in
But
the
you're
nose.
still trapped up there, so long as nothing happens to the rod of Bellerophon.
I'm not sure if that's Jack Mercer. It was Jack Mercer when the series started. There was a time when I could tell it was certainly not Jack Mercer, but now I can't tell.
Yeah. It's not as obvious when they get a different voice for Timer, but
Right.
there's something different about his
Yeah.
voice.
down to earth again. Never come down to earth again.
Whoa!
Oh. There goes Frank Poole.
Yeah.
That's me. That's me. What do you want, Bert? What do you want?
Put a shirt on.
Bring my bow and arrow to that mountain peak, and hurry!
Yeah, just climb the mountain.
Yeah, what? Okay, Herc is gonna barf.
Like he's gonna hit
Okay.
the mountain. It's okay.
Good boy, Newton.
Not sure what I'm gonna do with this, but okay. And dodge.
You couldn't grab it out of his hand when you were standing in front of him.
No, no. Keep away. Keep away.
And now,
Yeah.
Daedalus, let's see how you like it up there.
Finally,
Yeah.
but in a silhouette. It's cool. All right, that was okay.
Join us at his side, standing there with
What's it called? The
pride.
Wand of Bellerophon?
Yeah.
Raise a mighty cheer at the
Wasn't?
side of
Yeah, Bellerophon was the name of the ship that
And
Morbius was
yeah.
on the Forbidden Planet. That actually
Forbidden
crashed.
Planet, that's right.
It's one of my favorite science fiction movies.
Yeah.
Below in the deep there's adventure and danger.
Yay.
That's where you'll find Diver Dan. The sights that he sees are surprising and
The TV show
strange
that's
as
like
ever
sitting in a
you'll
hammock.
see on the land.
Just relax.
I need
Doc
to
and
adjust the
Diver
screen
trying to
here.
kill
San
each other,
Are
but, you know.
they? As under teetering rock they stray. The rock moves and begins to shift. Could the Baron be the giver of this evil gift?
The Baron will pay.
Look out! Help! What happened? Teetering rock tottered and stopped. Something kept it from falling. Look, under the rock. It's Ozzy the oyster. His hard shell kept the rock from toppling. See if he's injured, Doc.
D-words,
Oh,
thank you.
Examine him.
Thank you for the $5.
Yeah, thanks.
Robert says
No,
that
no,
was
no,
truly
not-
epic. Yeah, Hercules is.
Oh, dear. He's still embedded in there. This rock tottered and has only teetered before. Push it back. Trigger, you spongehead. Why didn't you tell me Ozzy was under there so the rock wouldn't topple?
Oh
You didn't
man.
ask me, boss. Baron. I just can't do it.
Yeah, it's been pointed out before that Bruce Timm Superman
Ozzy
looks an
doesn't
awful lot
appear to
like
be in pain.
old
I
school
hope
Mighty
the pearl's
Hercules.
not damaged, Ozzy. Pearl? Oh, yes. Ozzy's pearl is as large as a turtle egg. Largest pearl in the 7 seas, isn't it, Ozzy?
Like,
But
if
it's that
DC could
large,
only
and
make a
Ozzy's
live-action
pearl is the
movie,
most
they would
valuable in
rule
the
the
world.
world, but
Yeah.
they just
Is
can't.
everything valuable to you?
Animated, yes.
He told us that
Animated,
Skipper's
they're
gold
great.
had great value.
Live
You
action.
want it? Then I want it.
Well,
How can
Marvel's
we
the
get it?
exact opposite of that, too.
I'll find
Yeah.
a
You
way.
can't make a cartoon.
Mm-mm.
Not since,
Well,
like, the
I'll
original
give it another
X-Men
try.
back in the 90s.
Apparently, strength isn't the answer. I still can't move teetering rock. Well, it didn't totter on its own.
That poor
Somebody
oyster is
must
gonna.
have
open up-
pushed it.
He's gonna
I
crack.
know that oyster's
Probably
like,
Baron
could
Trigger.
y'all help me out here?
But if they could do it, why can't you? I don't
Yeah.
know.
Never really worked out, because I've been underwater for 3
But
years.
I do.
Yeah.
I know the secret of teetering rock. I think
He
I
needs
better
the
go
wand
to
of
my bed
Bellerophon.
and see if you
Yeah.
can find Finley.
Lawrence Welk Show. Doo-doo-doo.
Finley, Seabiscuit. Oh, Doc, you're safe. Where's Diver Dan? Oh, he's all right. Oh, but Ozzy the Oyster's caught on the teetering rock.
They're going to add a sign
Dan
for
can't
Diver
get him
Dan
out.
because he's never going to
I'm
leave.
going for my bag. Go to teetering rock, Finley. Dan needs help.
Right there.
I'm on my way.
You know what? I think I figured out what's going on here. Dan is. This is all taking place in Dan's head as he's suffocating.
Oh, like, spoiler alert, Jacob's Ladder?
Right, yeah.
It's no use. I just...
Except this is entertaining.
Dan.
Right.
Oh, Doc told me.
Oh, Finley, Seabiscuit.
Zing.
Ozzy, are you all right?
Zing.
We'll have you out in a jiffy. Don't worry. We'll get this rock to roll. Let me take a look
We'll
at
get this rock to roll. Oh, that was
It
cute.
must be a matter
Yeah.
of balance.
Yeah.
We can just find one spot where the rock balances. A little sharp should do it.
Wow, this fish is thinking physics.
That's good. Fishix.
Physics.
I found it. Watch.
So
Yes?
Dan with arms and opposable thumbs is just standing there.
See? Nothing to it.
Suffering salamanders foiled again.
Well, you can't win them all, boss.
Ah, shut up.
And they leave.
I can't wait to see that pearl.
Why, haven't you ever seen a pearl before?
Of course, but Doc told me that Ozzy's pearl is the largest in the world.
It sure is.
The largest
so that
in the
makes it the
world.
most valuable.
So why is
Here,
Ozzy
Ozzy.
going to give it to him?
Show Dan your pearl.
Wow. It is
It's a very
as large as a
personal
turtle's egg,
question.
just as Doc said.
Yeah.
What a beauty.
I see it, boss. I see it.
Quiet, blabbermouth. He'll hear you.
What was that?
Are they
I
ever
heard
going to meet?
something. Sounded like Trigger and the Baron. What'll we do, Dan?
Yeah, they're right there. They're like 2 yards from you.
They may be after the pearl, too. Listen, I have a plan. Let's pretend we're going to move on, leaving Ozzy behind. Are you game, fellas?
He's whispering to a fish.
I'm with you, Dan.
A fish whisperer.
Well, Ozzy, we have to leave you now. But
Hey,
we'll
I
be
guess
back
we're
in about
leaving
an hour.
now. Goodbye.
Now, don't you get back under Teetering Rock.
That's right,
His
Ozzy.
regular voice and his
you're supposed
staged
to
voice
sleep in
sound
an
the
oyster
same.
bed. So long.
I don't see the oyster in there. I just see an empty shell.
How you doing, chum? Here you got yourself in a stew, an oyster stew. Get it?
How you doing, old chum?
Get on with it, you clown. Forget the jokes.
About that pearl. Nice weather, eh? About that pearl. I hear it's a beaut. How about a peek, old buddy, buddy boy? Yeah. Just a teensy weensy peek, huh? Come on. I'll bet you don't even have a pearl at all.
Will Baron
Don't
Barracuda
gaslight.
escape with the gem,
Yeah.
or will Diver Dan and his friends capture him? The next episode will
Snap.
let you know. So join us again on our very next show.
It's better that than being eaten by the Three Stooges.
Flashing keys, flashing jaws, slapping and snapping claws. He protects and he saves his friends under the waves. That's where you'll find Diver Dan.
We didn't even see the mermaid this time.
She was there in spirit, and we were thinking about her the whole time.
Yeah. Dan still hasn't met her.
You remember that last time our heroes found
Oh,
themselves
this is
in
what
a
was
leaky
going on up
lifeboat
above.
dodging a runaway
Yeah.
ocean liner. One time they forgot to duck, and the sharp bow of the steamship struck their tiny craft right in the middle. When it passed, there was
Yoing, yoing.
nothing left of the lifeboat but splinters. Fortunately, Bullwinkle had been able to grab onto part of the ship's anchor, and our heroes dangled far above the waves as the liner plowed on. Meanwhile, in their cabin, Boris and Natasha were very despondent.
Boris, how could you let them sail away with the mooseberry bush?
Bush was disguised as old men. Did I know they'd help old men into lifeboat? I wouldn't. Help! Seems to me I still hear that idiotic voice calling, Moose overboard!
Look, outside porthole.
His ghost.
No, it's Bullwinkle.
Who is it, Bullwinkle?
It's that there nice English type fella, Sir Thomas Lippenboris.
Well, tell him we got his Uncle Chumley here.
Uncle Chumley. Quick, Natasha, get help.
And a few moments later, our friends were hauled on board.
Uncle Chumley. This is a bit of all right, what?
Let us take you to cabin, Donnie.
He's sure a brave old fella. Didn't hear a peep out of him the whole time.
Hey, what's happening?
Abandon ship! Captain Peach Fuzz is at the wheel!
Sure enough, Captain Peter Wrongway Peach Fuzz, the world's worst sailor, gained entrance to the real control room and was
He didn't
now
listen
in
to the
full
Hughes
command.
Corporation when they told him to not rock the boat.
Yeah.
Pearl, too. Hang on, Bullwinkle. Looks like a rough trip.
Yeah, and I wonder where to.
Bullwinkle wasn't the only one concerned about that, for the Andalusia was long overdue at her destination. Nobody knew exactly where she was.
Guam calling. Andalusia just passed here, headed south. I mean north. Oh, never mind.
Commander, I think I've got a ship on the radar.
Nonsense. Nobody would steer a ship like that. The radar's out of order.
But the commander had reckoned without Captain Peach Fuzz, who could and did steer a ship exactly like that.
Gee, Bullwinkle, we should be getting near Pottsylvania by now.
Land ho!
Not if they're in the Pacific.
Sorry, we're Pottsylvania
No.
at last.
Yeah, I could tell because of the windmills and all them tulips.
Windmills, tulips, that's Holland.
But at that moment, Captain Peach Fuzz was picking a new course.
Aha! Come right 200 degrees centigrade. Reef the forecastle. Play ball.
And the steamer headed out to sea again at full speed. Radio messages crackled round the world.
Hello, Andalusia. This is the Coast Guard calling. Come in.
But unfortunately, Captain Peach Fuzz kept his radio tuned
Look
to
at the
another
comic.
station
Yeah,
entirely.
Peabody Comics.
And in the National League, it's Dodgers 3, Cards 2.
And in their cabin, our heroes waited for the boat to dock anywhere.
Hey, Rock, I think we're there.
What do you see?
Oh, there's a whole lot of people waiting on the shore. Looks like a formal reception.
Formal?
Yup, everybody's wearing tuxedos.
Oh, Bullwinkle, those are penguins. We must be near the South Pole.
Whoa, we better ask for another blanket.
But keeping from freezing wasn't the only problem facing our heroes, for as they sat down to dinner that evening, they found with a shock that their food had run out.
Bullwinkle, if we don't make port soon, we'll die of malnutrition.
I'd rather starve first.
Will our heroes end up wasting away to ocean-going shadows? Don't miss our next episode, The Slippery Helm, or Captain's Outrageous.
Well, that was an odd cliffhanger.
Yeah.
I'm about to starve to death. What?
Food?
Yeah. Ivory says, I forget why they want the mooseberry bush, because the...
It goes way back.
Yeah. That was the 22nd episode that we watched, and they're still on the same story arc from the beginning, because Bullwinkle needed mooseberries to bake his grandmother's secret mooseberry cake, or was it cake or pie? That turned out to be the world's most powerful rocket fuel. And then that one mooseberry bush is the last one on Earth, I guess. And Joshua came in. He says, "Hi guys, hi Joshua. Bad morning, bad Saturday morning." Okay, we're going to watch Speed Racer. But first, I want to talk a little bit about. Carissa's here. Hi, Carissa. Just in time for us to start.
Hi.
Talking about Speed Racer. I want to talk a little bit about the Tatsunoko, the animation studio that made Speed Racer. Speed Racer was their second cartoon series. It was from 1967. In 1966, their first series was called Space Ace. I don't know what the Japanese word was, but Space Ace was never syndicated here in the States. I've got... Robert says the only episode of Speed Racer I've seen is the Mammoth Car episode. That's a good one. That's a good episode. But in 1964, Astro Boy had premiered. And Astro Boy was the first anime. It was the first animated cartoon made for Japanese television. And it was not only the first, but it established the whole anime look. The look that anime has even today. It was the first. And it immediately spawned copycats all over the place. The guy who founded Tatsunoko was a guy named Tetsuo Yoshida. I think I have his name right.
Sounds about right.
The name Tatsunoko is a pun, like so many Japanese titles are. It's his name was Tetsuo, and Tatsunoko means Tetsu's children. But if you pronounce it a certain way, it also means the dragon's child. And dragon's child is the Japanese name for a seahorse. So seahorses are called a Tatsunoko. So it's like a triple pun. And the symbol for the Tatsunoko company is a little cartoon seahorse. But he was an artist. He and his brothers were into art, and they saw Astro Boy, and they said, we want to make cartoons too. So they just started drawing comics, and they started an animation company. You could do that in Japan, I guess. And their first cartoon series, I'll show you a little bit of it. I have not watched this. I've watched the theme song, but that's all I've watched. Their first show was called, well, where'd I put it? Okay. Here it is. Space Ace, 1965. One of the reasons it was not syndicated in the States was because it was in black and white.
Wow.
I've never seen this before. This is hilarious. There's clearly an Astro Boy knockoff. Ouch.
Yep. Blowing everything up. Space Ace needs to lose some weight.
Yeah. Robert, from what I've read, see, there's the Tatsunoko logo down in the corner. From what I've read, in the mid-1960s, only a third of Japanese households had color TVs, but in the States, by 1965, most households had color TVs. In 1964, American networks were willing to syndicate Astro Boy, but by 2 years later, they didn't want black and white shows. The Mysterious Light.
The end.
Yeah, the end.
Jetsons.
I have no idea. I have no idea who these characters are supposed to be. What's going on with this guy?
I think Disney may want to look into this. Got the kind of the, yeah.
Yeah.
That hair. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, and green fish, or just gray fish.
Uh-oh.
For Dan.
確かにナンパすんだ。魚の遊び場になってる。ほんと。
Yeah.
Like Super Mario or something?
Yeah. This does look like Super Mario. Okay. I'm not going to show much more of this. We need to get on with Speed Racer. But then, Tetsuo and his brothers were super into American car racing. And so for their next series, they wanted to do something car racing. So they, as usual, is there some more? Oh, ouch! Oh, that was not cool.
No.
For the next project, they wanted to do a car racing show, and they came up with a Speed Racer. In Japanese, the name of the series is Mach Go Go Go, and it's a pun as well. The word "go" in Japanese means the number 5, and of course in English it means, you know, go. So calling it the Mach 5 was a Japanese/English pun, and also the word "go" is a common male first name, and Speed Racer's name in the Japanese version is Go Mifune. That's why he has a G on his shirt, because that's his first initial. So it's a triple pun again. And let's just get on with Speed Racer. I'm going to show the first 2 episodes of Speed Racer, so we'll get in on the beginning.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Here comes Speed Racer. He's a demon on wheels. He's a demon and he's gonna be chasing after someone. He's gaining on you, so you better look alive. He's busy revving up the powerful Mach 5. And when the odds are against him and there's dangerous work to do,
Go kart, no!
And look at this explosion.
Wow.
Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go! He's up and flying as he guns a car around the track. He's jamming down the pedal like he's never coming back. Adventure's waiting just ahead. Go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go Speed Racer, go!
This is such a great theme song. And the American version on top of that. I'll play the Japanese version after we watch these 2 episodes. And this is such a far cry from what they were doing just the year before.
Designed and one of the fastest racing cars in the world. It's called the Mach 5. Watch it really go.
I love the incidental music in this series.
Mach 5 is the result of brilliant concept and design and hard work. It was built by one of the geniuses of the automotive industry, my father. And you're about to see just how
Lee
the fabulous
Iacocca?
Mach 5 came to be. But first, let me demonstrate how well
Lee
it handles.
Iacocca. As crude as some of the animation is, look at the color work.
I know, it's great. Line work is good too.
Yeah.
Now that's what I call pod racing.
Fantastic. Thanks. You had the race sewn up by the second lap, Speed. I've got to hand it to you. Someday you'll be champion of the world. Nobody can beat you.
Oh.
That was a great race you ran, Speed. You beat us fair and square. You're the best driver I've ever seen, Speed.
Oh, thanks.
How would you like to join my team as a professional racer?
Huh?
Hitler.
I don't know.
Speed, you could race with all of us in the Grand Prix.
I wish I could.
The tragedy.
But Pops
Whoa.
doesn't want me to be a pro.
That's quite a finger
Wow.
drawing.
Oh.
Your father's a top engineer working for our company, Speed. Maybe he'll change his mind if we ask him, huh?
That's
I
not a
doubt
good
it.
look.
Speed, join us, huh?
Speed.
I want to be a professional racer. I want to be the top champion. I want that more than anything in the world.
You're a fast, skillful driver, Speed, and I do think you've got a good chance to realize your ambition. Just stick to it.
Thanks, sir. Don't worry about that.
You can't lose with this amazing car. It can do everything.
It's a masterpiece of your father's. You should be proud of him, Speed.
Oh, I am. But right now he's working on making it better
Everybody's
with an even
from
faster
Brooklyn.
engine and all kinds of other
Yeah,
parts.
yeah.
It was true. Pops was
Or
going to
the
improve
Bronx.
the Mach 5.
This is a model of the latest engine I've designed. It will have more horsepower than any other car engine of its size. Using the latest metals, fuel, and ignition system, I can
Kevin
succeed
Smith.
in boosting the RPMs to 30,000.
30,000. If I didn't believe you, I'd say it was unbelievable.
I've worked on it for a year.
If I didn't
that'll work.
believe you, I would say it was unbelievable.
Plan here. Don't waste time rebuilding it. What? You haven't heard the rest of my plans for the Mach 5.
They're all so
I've
intense.
heard enough, Mr. Racer. How can you be against it when you haven't even heard the rest of the plan I worked on all
It's like
year?
Street Fighter.
I don't
Yeah,
believe the
it
plan
is.
can work. I'm a liar.
Mr. Racer.
Is that what you're calling me? Oh, sorry, sir.
And you, Mr. Van Ruffle,
Objection.
you better calm down.
But, Mr. President, I'm chief engineer in this company. I've been working on engine designs for years. I know what will work and what won't work, and I say Mr. Racer's designs won't work.
You're claiming my engine won't work before you've even studied my design.
I don't have to study the whole thing. Your idea to redesign the Mach 5 is pretty bad because I don't think your car was too hot to begin with. You've gone about the whole thing in the wrong way.
Mr. President, all I ask is that you develop my plans and give the car a try.
I can't do that without the unanimous agreement of this board.
If the car turns out to be a failure,
Why are
you
Orson
think this
Welles and
company
Clark
should have to
Gable
pay for your
arguing so much?
incompetence, eh?
So that's your decision. All right. You've had your chance, and I'm not going to ask you for another.
Glad to see you leave, Mr. Racer. Good riddance.
I'll rebuild the Mach 5 myself, and I'll prove that my design
The
will
way
work.
they had
We'll see.
to jam all these sentences in so quickly, it gives this series such a unique sound.
And so Pops quit
Yeah.
his job that day, and I drove him toward home.
Yeah, the people doing the voices.
Gee, Pops, maybe you shouldn't have quit your
It
factory
was just a
job.
handful of people in New York.
They'd let me rebuild the car.
Why didn't they give you
And,
the car
um,
after all the work you put into the plans?
One of the board members was jealous and didn't even want to look at my designs, and the board wouldn't give me the go-ahead.
And they had a lot of freedom
I'm
to
gonna forget about
really
driving
just
on
make
a
up their
team.
own stories
Nothing, Pops.
Maybe I'm wrong about rebuilding the Mach 5. Maybe it would be a failure.
and
it
make up
also
all
might
the
turn
great
out to be the best
character
racing car in the
names.
world.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
After him.
Look how artsy they're getting with all these angles and the rotations. Look at this.
You boys trying
Nice
to take
sweater.
up the whole road? Hey, come back here.
Oh, that wasn't smart, Pops.
He took the plans.
Thanks for the plans, Pops.
Give them back to me.
You won't get away with them.
How can we stop them?
Pops, take the wheel.
No speed.
Take the wheel. Whoa!
Now give me those plans.
Let go and crash.
Damn.
Give them to me. What are you doing? Lose control.
I want those plans back.
Hey, you take them.
Bye-bye and thanks. Come back here. Those plans don't belong to you. Hey, stop.
They belong in a
Stop or I'll
museum.
stop you.
He's leaping from one motorcycle to another.
Wow. Snap his neck.
It's so long.
Unhappy.
This music is so good too. He just steps off the motorcycle.
Wah, wah.
Okay, so Pops is blocking the tunnel.
Oh, man.
Okay, now I'm going to give you a taste
Compression
of the medicine you
fractures
deserve.
all
As former
around.
champion of the West Side Grunters and Groaners, I promise you're in for a lot of groaning.
Former champion of the West Side Grunters and Groaners. Oh!
What the hell?
Skull to the teeth.
He's even tougher than he thought. Oh, yeah.
Nice. That was a really cool dissolve.
It was.
The helicopter,
It was.
Helicopter. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Oh, it's Trixie. Hey, Trixie! Trixie! I'm down here!
Why is she in a helicopter?
Some motorcyclists are racing up the road. See if you can catch them. Pop's plans were stolen.
How could he have been so careless, Speed?
Trixie, hurry!
I'm going.
It's rather
I'll try to
judgmental of
find the
her,
man.
isn't it?
Yeah. She's making cutesy faces at the camera.
Hi.
What? That was rather contrived.
That's the way, Speed. You're a chip off the old block show, and they can't fool with racers.
Wow.
Those guardrails really don't guard much.
Yeah.
better.
Wow, he went clear over the horizon.
Tell Pops next time he shouldn't give those plans away so easily.
Don't worry, Trixie. These plans for the Mach 5 are the most valuable thing we've got.
To me, Speed's more valuable.
What?
Yeah, I
Save some for me.
Somebody tried to steal the plans, so that must mean that they're valuable. Don't you think so?
Yes, but now that you've quit your job, you won't know what to do with yourself. And I know how you like to keep busy. How about remodeling my kitchen, rebuilding the garage, and planting some shrubbery?
Hey, what a groovy idea, Pops, and I'll help you with everything.
It's groovy.
Okay, but first I'm going to work on remodeling the Mach 5 myself and prove to them at the factory that it really works.
But where would you get the
God,
money
that
for the parts you need
smoker's
to rebuild the
laugh
car?
of his.
Money?
Of course, if you worked hard, I'm sure you could finish the job.
Sure, Pops, don't be discouraged.
Well, I am. Where'll I get the money I'm going to need?
Oh, wow.
What?
Here's Brian. Here's a whole new batch of cookies.
Wow.
You stoneheads! Don't tell me you're sorry.
But we are sorry, Mr. Van Ruffle. Speed's strong, and he got help from the sky in the form of a helicopter.
What kind of excuse is that? It's ridiculous.
I figured those guys would botch the job, and they did. Give me 5,000 clams, and I'll get the plans.
You'll charge $5,000.
One oyster, maybe, from the previous short?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, Stussy, doesn't, kid. If you want those plans, it'll cost you 5,000 clams. If you don't want them, forget it.
All right, it's a deal.
You'll have the plans for the Mach 5.
Ace
Won't be a
Ducey.
professional racer. Instead, I'll go to work and earn enough money so that Pops will be able to rebuild the Mach 5.
Goes out on a leisurely drive.
Hiya, Sparky.
Oh, hi, Speed. This is a groovy heap, isn't it?
Yeah.
The engine in there's a V8 with double overhead cam. Hey, what's the matter? What are you looking so sad about?
I don't know what that means.
I'm selling my car.
Huh? Selling the Mach 5?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come off it. Your father's against you becoming a professional racer, but you don't have to sell your car.
It's not that, Sparky. It's just that I need the money.
You need money? Well, why don't you tell me what this is all about?
I want to give it to Pop so he can build a super engine.
I get it, Speed, but they told him at the factory the
Isn't that what
engine
he's
wouldn't
driving?
work.
I want Pops to build the
I
engine,
know how you
Sparky.
feel, Speed. But read this before you do anything.
A trial race across Sword Mountain, $5,000 to the winner.
So why don't you enter it?
Pops would blow a gasket if I did.
But Speed, wouldn't it be worse if you sold the
You've
Mach
got the
5?
Mach 5.
You're right. I'll enter.
Yeah, I know.
Now you're being smart, Speed, but Sword Mountain's
You're
gonna be
right.
a tough course to drive,
I'll
so
enter.
I'll fix the Mach 5 for climbing mountains.
That'll be great. Thanks.
I'll fix the Mach 5 for climbing mountains. Okay.
You should knock before you come
Climb
in.
every
Who are
mountain.
you anyway?
The name's Ace Ducey.
And what do you want?
Your designs for rebuilding the Mach 5.
You can't have
Wow.
them.
Get over there. I'm just gonna help myself.
Why have
Stay
a
out of the way.
silencer if you're gonna shoot him
Yeah.
anyway?
And what kind of
Yay.
thief walks in the
You're
front
not
door
going
and
to get
introduces
noticed,
himself?
Ducey.
Oh, no? We'll see about that. Where'd you hide those
Oh,
plans?
yikes.
Come on, where are they? Huh? I'll be back to get what I want.
Who was that?
He came to get my plans for rebuilding the Mach 5, and he carried a gun.
Oh, he did, huh?
He's dangerous, Speed. Let him go.
Bang. Dead. The end.
Using invisible ink and drawing the designs on this windshield glass was a brilliant idea. Nobody will think of looking there.
Okay, the Mach 5's all ready for mountain racing, Speed.
Great.
his
Now I
face
want to take it
underneath
out
there.
for a road test.
There's a road.
Go! Wow, 1 minute and 34 seconds. Great! Did you see that, Trixie? He was really moving.
Where'd this guy come from?
Hey, that car belongs to Duggery. He races dirty.
He races
What,
dirty.
like in the nude?
Yeah, this isn't a race. What? Well, I guess it is now. Oh. That's that's $15,000 or $20,000 worth of damage right there.
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh!
Damn. Well, maybe he should have sold it.
Yeah, lost a wheel. Oh, he's laying in
Okay, Speed? Are you
in the
okay?
street.
Speedy, talk to us, Speedy.
Hey, Speed.
Speed.
Doctor.
What's the big idea, Duggery? Now Speed won't be able to enter the Sword Mountain race.
Speed's going to be a professional racer? That's very interesting.
You told him.
Don't.
I forgot a secret.
I would have beaten you anyway, Speed, so you're lucky you won't be competing. So long.
Whoa.
Goodbye.
You're
We're
planning to
calling
be
the
in a
police.
professional race?
Yeah.
Pops isn't gonna like it.
He's not supposed to know. Don't tell him, Spritel.
He wants to win money so Pops can build a new engine.
Oh, I see. I won't tell Pops. And don't you either, Chim Chim.
While Speed is still laying in the street.
Yeah.
This car doesn't make any sense. The engine is supposed to be in the back.
Put her on.
Okay. There.
That
now
was
the
easy.
Mach 5 has Pop's special grip tire system for mountain areas. How can you lose? Uh-oh. There's one thing missing. There's no windshield.
Let's forget about
Uh-oh.
it, Sparky. I'll just have to race without any glass on the car.
Don't be foolish, Speed. You need
Mix
the
up.
protection.
There isn't time to go
Bugs.
looking for it.
But it'll be dangerous without glass.
Here's the windshield glass.
Huh?
Nice going, Spritel.
That's not my glass, though. That belongs to Pops.
Don't worry about it, Speed. We'll take care of Pops.
Take care of him?
Hi, Pops. Is it okay if Speed borrows your windshield glass for a little while?
Why does he want it? Where is Speed, huh?
He's going to race at Sword Mountain. Ah, I shouldn't have told Pops that.
He took my windshield, huh?
I wonder what Pops is so sore about.
God. Dumb kid.
I've drawn the designs in invisible ink on that windshield, and now if the glass is broken, those plans will be gone forever. Ah!
Clever of you
Always
to
back
hide
up
those
your work.
designs on that windshield. It makes my job easier. To get them, all I have to do is take his car.
Get better not.
Ooh.
Oh, bonk.
He leaps through a plate glass window and leaves a hole just big enough. The guy's unconscious. Don't walk out the door. You just walk through.
You better not count on them, Tuggery.
Get ready, it's about to start.
This is going to be some ride, Jim Jim.
All drivers stand by. When the flag is lowered, all drivers will run toward their cars and start. Racing positions on the track will be determined by quick starts and getaways. Get ready. The flag will be lowered and the race will begin in exactly 15
Why would you have to run to your car? What?
Is this already the Sword Mountain race?
Tony Stark needs to get to his new heart. Ugh.
Yeah. He said the race will start in 15 seconds, and that was, what, like 2 minutes ago?
Yeah, just about.
Call off the race. Why should we do that?
Because if you don't, there's going to be a disaster. He'll do anything to get my plans. Call it off.
Nope. And they all crash. He's in a bad way.
He's taken hits on the head like 3 times.
Speed, watch out for Duggery.
How many cars are racing? It's like the entire population of Estonia is out
See,
there.
look at how many people die.
Whoa!
God.
Wow. Blood sport.
Yeah. So this is what Yoshida and his brothers liked about American racing, was the crashes.
Our target's car 5. We want its windshield.
Wow, there's a whole fleet of henchman cars.
The other cars are going to be in the way. Get rid of them.
Maybe he'll be all right. Oh, never mind. Oh, you're probably just. Oh, crap, no.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Dang.
No, not gonna live that one.
I don't know who's driving those new cars in the race, but they're looking for trouble. I don't want any of them trying to wreck me.
They can hear each other?
Yeah.
Look, Jim Jim, we're in for it.
Yep.
You better do as I say, otherwise I'll smash you.
Is that Ace Ducey?
Sounds like him.
Yeah, but is it supposed to be Ace Ducey?
Windshield glass. Give it to me or I promise you'll never reach the
Yeah, he wants the windshield glass. It must be.
Once the glass, I'll bet Pops hid the design on it. Come on, take it off if you can.
Speed figured that out real quick. Oh, he's using the guardrails.
Wait, these are the real guardrails?
Driving on the guardrails.
Speed is in the most desperate race of his life. Will he finish it, or will it finish him? See the next episode of Speed Racer.
We will.
I love this lounge interpretation of love the Speed Racer music. This is one of my favorite things ever. They spelled Jack Grimes' name wrong. I just noticed.
Oops.
They spelled it with a C. Crimes. Jack Crimes.
Well,
See, Peter Fernandez did the voice of Speed Racer and Pops Racer, and he wrote the dialogue. See, it was just a small little outfit. They had freedom to do everything. I love it. I love it. All right, how's everybody enjoying this? I'm enjoying the hell out of it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, having a great time. The design, the color, the music, the bizarre cadence of the dialogue, it's so unique to Speed Racer. Nothing else in the world looks or sounds like Speed Racer. It's completely unique.
True, yeah.
And I read something earlier today that so many people are familiar with Speed Racer. So many people grew up with Speed Racer. So many generations have grown up with Speed Racer because it's been re-released many times over the decades, that most people are probably unaware that it's actually anime. And I thought, that's probably right. Yeah, Carol, trip down memory lane. Ivy says bringing back fond memories when the kids are at home. Yeah. Someone asked earlier, we've been kicked off of YouTube, by the way. Someone informed me in the chat.
Oh, great.
Yeah. But everyone came over to Twitch, it looks like. All of our regulars are still here. But what was I going to say? Someone asked earlier in the chat, was asking about the live action movie that the Wachowskis made. I talked about this on my book discussion live stream earlier this week. I watched about 10 or 15 minutes of it and turned it off. I couldn't stand it. People either loved it or can't stand it. To me, it didn't make any sense. It was blinding. It was literally blinding. There was so much going on screen, and so many flashing lights, and it was blinding, and I couldn't tolerate even to look at it. I couldn't even to tolerate it. So no, I've not seen the movie, and I'm not interested in seeing it. Robert says it was ahead of its time. I don't know. I don't know if I'm willing to say that from what little I saw. To me, it just looked like a mess. But yeah, people either love it or hate it. But let's get on with episode 2. We're still taking donations, by the way. We're at $10. No, excuse me, $15. No, don't let me forget about D-Words and his $5 donation. $15 for today towards our $100 goal. Let's get on with episode 2 so we can see what happens to Speed in the Sword Mountain race. I'm on the edge of my seat. The Tatsunoko Company has blocked the rest of this episode from YouTube. You can see this complete episode uncensored on our Twitch channel. There is a link in the description below. Please follow us on Twitch and join us every Saturday at 10 a.m. Pacific for more cartoons.